Have you ever imagined waking up one day to face a completely different appearance? Or living with a rare condition that challenges all limits of modern medicine? This is the story of a young girl carrying a gigantic leg weighing 79 kilograms, the equivalent of an adult's body weight, or a baby born with a heart beating entirely outside the chest. They not only endure excruciating physical pain, but also have to build a fortress of mental strength to overcome every cruel insult and harsh prejudice from society. What extraordinary courage allowed them to turn congenital conditions or devastating accidents into a springboard for a remarkable rebirth, inspiring millions around the world. Don't miss a single heart-stirring moment in today's video. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell now so you won't miss these extraordinary stories. Journeys of resilience, and join us for more inspiring videos ahead. A grim medical sentence once declared that Jessica would never recover from a devastating infection, but she chose to rewrite her own destiny. At 28, the Adelaide native faced severe rosacea caused by medication side effects, leaving her face marked by prominent blood vessels and haunting redness. Instead of hiding behind the insecurity of an appearance deemed difficult to look at, Jessica transformed her physical pain into a platform for an iron spirit, determined not to let circumstances define her self-worth. Driven to prevent similar suffering from repeating, she founded the In the Raw platform to ignite a revolution of confidence and self-compassion. By sharing profound research and an inspiring personal journey, Jessica is dismantling narrow boundaries of beauty to help the community learn to love their raw skin. She asserts that every mark on the body is a testament to the power of rebirth, turning differences into the strongest internal force to shine brilliantly amidst life's challenges. Alyssa and Jimmy, both 30 years old and living in New York, first met online in 2013 before quickly building a strong relationship based on genuine love and understanding. 6 years after their first date, they got married and began a new chapter of life filled with hope and happiness. However, because Alyssa lives with a C1-C2 spinal cord injury and uses a wheelchair, the couple has often faced judgment and criticism online. Some people wrongly assume that individuals with disabilities are unable to love, build families, or live fulfilling independent lives like everyone else. Not only did they receive negative comments about their relationship, but Jimmy was even asked whether he had a strange fetish for marrying a woman who uses a wheelchair. Instead of letting cruel remarks define them, the couple chose positivity and continued sharing their real lives online. When Alyssa became pregnant with their first son, Luke, she documented her motherhood journey on Instagram. Although many people supported and encouraged her, she also faced harsh criticism from strangers who called her irresponsible simply because she decided to become a mother. Amid endless criticism and doubtful stares, Alyssa and Jimmy continue moving forward, hand in hand with remarkable strength. They have not only built a happy little family, but also inspired countless people to live honestly with their emotions and never give up on love. In your opinion, what is the most beautiful part of their story? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to watch more inspiring journeys filled with courage and hope like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming videos. Under the scorching Texas sun, Ayomiko chose to imprison herself in long sleeves and heavy layers of foundation. It all began with 2 tiny white spots at age 24, which rapidly spread into the overwhelming reality of vitiligo. During the long year spent waiting for a diagnosis, she built a fortress of cosmetics to separate the world from her true skin, turning every day into an endless escape from the public eye. Imagine spending nearly 2 hours every single morning just to hide who you are before stepping out the door. This was the grueling ritual Ayomiko maintained for over a decade, a time when only her family knew the true face behind the perfect mask. She was not just concealing depigmented patches of skin, she was burying her confidence and her right to be herself under the crushing weight of traditional beauty standards. The breaking point came when Ayomiko stood before her mirror and realized she could no longer deceive herself for even one more second. In a bold decision that completely altered the course of her life, she threw away all her concealing makeup instantly. It was more than just clearing a vanity. It was an act of shattering the psychological chains that had held her captive for 10 years, opening a new chapter of freedom and pride. Today, Ayomiko no longer uses cosmetics to hide, but to celebrate her unique identity. She has redefined makeup as an artistic tool to enhance her beauty rather than a shell for insecurity. This Texas woman's story is a powerful reminder that true beauty begins the moment you decide to accept yourself, transforming what others call flaws into your most radiant and personal signature marks. Living in Virginia, Helena was diagnosed with Charcot-Marie tooth disease at the age of 14, a condition that gradually caused her to lose the ability to walk. About 10 years ago, when she began using a wheelchair, Helena went through a deeply emotional and isolating period, but instead of allowing the disease to define her future, she found a new purpose after a physical therapist introduced her to swimming. In the water, Helena finally felt free, empowered, and seen for who she truly was, rather than simply being defined by her wheelchair. From that passion, Helena the Mermaid was born. With the support of her husband Darren, Helena began participating in photo shoots, power-find festivals, and even invested tens of thousands of dollars into creating a magical mermaid world for children. Despite facing judgment and cruel comments from others, she continued spreading positivity and confidence to everyone around her. Helena believes becoming a mermaid not only helped her embrace herself, but also transformed hardship into something beautiful, proving that true strength is often discovered in the moments people feel the most vulnerable. Kelsey Farrell lives with Mobius syndrome, a rare neurological condition that causes facial paralysis and leaves her unable to smile, frown, or show emotions through facial expressions like most people. From a young age, she faced countless curious stares and painful misunderstandings, as many assumed she was cold or emotionless. Yet behind her expressionless face is a determined young woman who constantly proves that real emotions are not defined by outward smiles, but by the heart and actions within. Kelsey's journey reminds people that empathy matters far more than appearances. Instead of hiding herself away, Kelsey bravely shared her real life to raise awareness about Mobius syndrome and inspire people who feel different. She showed the world that human value is not measured by how expressive a face can be, but by kindness, courage, and the refusal to surrender to fate. Kelsey's story is not one of tragedy, but a powerful rebirth journey of a young woman who turned adversity into an inspiring voice for millions across social media. The power of sibling synergy and visionary collaboration has birthed an inspirational fashion brand, where Alexandra Birch and her sister Victoria Birch together weave dreams into reality. This brand is built on a foundation of absolute respect for each individual's uniqueness, challenging all outdated stereotypes about flawless beauty here. Alexandra is more than just a model shining before the camera. She is the soul and creative leader, shaping the identity and narrative of every single garment. Their collaborative strength serves as proof that family ties and passion can together create vibrant works of art, spreading unwavering self-belief to millions. With the bold living motto, "Normal is boring," Alexandra Birch and her fashion brand are undertaking a deeply meaningful mission of community education regarding Williams syndrome. Rather than viewing difference as a flaw, they celebrate it as a singular, precious beauty to be cherished and preserved. Every design and fashion campaign is a vivid visual lesson, helping people better understand the diverse world of humanity and learn to embrace uniqueness. They are courageously redrawing the beauty map within the fashion industry, where authenticity, kindness, and strong individuality are the true measures of style. Can you imagine being allergic to your own emotions or even the scent of food around you? This is the harsh reality that Beth Sangarides, a resilient 20-year-old, faces daily while living with mast cell activation syndrome, MCAS. Even the smallest environmental trigger can send Beth into dangerous anaphylactic shock, forcing her to maintain an extremely strict lifestyle while keeping emergency injections constantly by her side. Her resilience in this battle for survival is a powerful testament to an extraordinary will to live despite the cruel limitations of the body. Amidst the pain and isolation, the sincere love from her partner Sasha has become an invaluable spiritual remedy. Helping Beth Sangarides rediscover self-belief, Sasha is not only a full-time caregiver, but also the solid foundation that allows Beth to bravely step onto social media to spread her journey of educating the public about chronic illnesses. Through her story, she delivers an inspiring message that every individual is perfect in their own way, and no one should feel ashamed of their differences. Her efforts are helping reshape societal perspectives, turning pain into a source of strength to inspire millions. Standing at just 1 meter tall due to dwarfism, Kelsey frequently faces the struggle of being mistaken for a child, leading to unfounded assumptions about her competence and maturity. Behind her small frame, however, lies a resilient spirit and nerves of steel, ready to challenge every misconception to assert her status as a grown woman. She doesn't just fight for her own fairness, but has become a voice educating the community to never judge a person's intellect or worth by the measurement of their height. Kelsey's story is a sharp reminder that a person's true stature is measured by will and action, not by the numbers on a physical ruler. From her very first breath, Olivia Klopchin's life was intertwined with a major medical mystery known as a congenital vascular malformation. Her left arm was not delicate like other infants. Instead, it remained permanently swollen due to abnormally dilated veins that caused dangerously slow blood flow and clotting. Initially dismissed by doctors as mere transient bruising, the harsh reality was only uncovered through precise medical testing when she turned 2. This was not just a rare diagnosis, but the beginning of a challenging destiny that Olivia had to confront with extraordinary courage from a tender age. Could you maintain your spirit if cruel words like the Green Giant were constantly hurled at you throughout your childhood? Olivia Klopchen endured dark years during her youth, when her unique physical appearance became prime bait for bullies, both in school hallways and across the digital world. These psychological wounds seemed enough to break any young girl's longing for belonging and understanding. Yet, in the eye of the storm of ridicule, she quietly forged a will of steel, determined to transform her pain into the fuel needed to build an impenetrable fortress of self-esteem against all toxic rhetoric. Emerging from the shadows of insecurity at age 17, Olivia Klopchen has sparked a personal revolution on social media platforms with over 200,000 devoted followers. Instead of concealing her unique arm, she has transformed it into a symbol of pride and a vital tool for educating the public on unconventional beauty and real-world medical insights. Every piece of content she shares acts as a spiritual remedy, helping those struggling with imperfections find faith in their inherent worth and unconditional self-acceptance. Olivia has proven that when we bravely love every part of ourselves, the rest of the world has no choice but to shift its perspective and honor the power of self-compassion. Alba Parejo is a prominent Spanish model and activist known for her unique beauty and powerful story of resilience. She was born with congenital melanocytic nevus, CMN, a rare skin condition that left her body covered in more than 500 moles and large, dark patches of skin. Rather than choosing to hide, Alba transformed her physical flaws into a symbol of confidence and self-worth, proving that beauty does not fit into a single, fixed mold. Alba's path to self-acceptance was far from easy. As a child, she endured dozens of painful surgeries for medical reasons and was often a victim of bullying and mockery from her peers. However, a major turning point occurred in 2016 when she decided to share her story on social media and enter a local modeling competition. Her bravery not only led to a victory, but also landed her in major publications, launching her professional career in the fashion industry. Today, Alba Parejo is more than just a face in advertising campaigns. She is a leading voice in the body positivity movement. She uses her platform to support the community of people with physical differences and to fight against society's rigid beauty standards. Her message is clear. Embrace your scars and the marks on your skin, as these are the very features that define your unique identity. Dominating the key with a height reaching 2.29 meters. Mamadou Ndiaye was once a true nightmare for any shooter in American college basketball NCAA point. Beyond his towering stature, his endless wingspan turned the area under the rim into a no-fly zone, where every opponent's shot attempt faced the grim risk of being rejected. His presence is a testament to the overwhelming power of physical size in sports, where one individual can completely alter an entire team's strategy through sheer, breathtaking spatial coverage. Leaving his homeland of Senegal to chase the American dream. Mamadou Ndiaye's journey is a powerful testament to courage in the face of daunting challenges. His path from Senegal to the U.S. proved higher than his 7'6" frame. Despite cultural barriers and persistent injuries, he remained steadfast in proving his worth in a highly competitive world. Are you more inspired by his massive height or his unstoppable grit? Comment, like, and subscribe to never miss these extraordinary stories. Nego Ojima has turned the streets of Ethiopia into a captivating stage with his towering 7 feet 4 inches height. Rather than viewing his massive stature as a burden, he has boldly transformed it into a unique personal brand. frequently engaging in dramatic height challenges to connect with and spread joy throughout his community. His journey is more than just a viral media sensation. It is a profound lesson in courage when you are different from the crowd. Do not try to blend in. Use that very uniqueness to shine and inspire the world with personal pride. Standing at 2.21 Ms, Hashim Thabit is more than just an athlete. He is the pride of Tanzania, being the first player from his nation to reach the prestigious NBA. His expansive reach and elite rim protection skills are a testament to maximizing natural advantages to reach the pinnacle of global sports. He serves as a vivid educational model for dreaming big, proving that no borders can contain talent when one learns to hone their unique traits into a winning weapon. The journey of Hashim Thabit also holds a profound lesson in resilience and the strength to face the pressure of high expectations. Despite the ups and downs of his NBA career, he never abandoned his passion for the game, instead persevering to prove his worth across various professional leagues worldwide. This narrative offers powerful inspiration. Success is not just about the glory at the peak, but about the courage to keep moving forward after every setback, staying true to the path you have chosen. Carrying forward the towering legacy of his father Manute Bol, the 2.18-meter Bol is crafting an impressive new chapter for his family in the prestigious NBA. Beyond inheriting a legendary wingspan, he stuns the world with a rare fusion of massive stature and the fluid ball-handling skills of a guard. Found educational lesson in break, he proves that even under the weight of a legendary shadow, an individual can use relentless effort and creativity to optimize their own identity, transforming innate traits into a unique and modern playing style. In the heart of Jinka, Ethiopia, lives a boy with a surreal beauty that leaves anyone who catches his gaze in utter awe. Abushe possesses brilliant blue eyes, deep as the ocean, striking against the dark skin characteristic of this land. This isn't the result of magic or a product of technology, but the mark of Waardenburg syndrome, a miraculous genetic arrangement that alters pigmentation, creating a unique and mysterious beauty unlike any other in the world. Yet, behind that hypnotic gaze lies a journey of resilience, facing curiosity and harsh prejudices. Instead of hiding in the shadows of insecurity, Abush has chosen to smile and transform what was once seen as strange into a source of pride in his own identity. His story serves as a powerful reminder: difference is not a defect, it is the gift that allows us to shine in our most unique way. Are you ready to embrace your own uniqueness just as Abush has? Kieran Vates entered the world with a breathtaking medical challenge. His heart was not inside his chest, but beating openly on the outside due to ectopia cordis. This extremely rare and life-threatening condition meant his survival was measured by each fragile beat on the edge of life and death. To save him, doctors took a revolutionary step, using 3D printing technology to create an exact replica of Kieran's heart and chest, allowing the surgical team to practice and meticulously plan before ever stepping into the operating room. The historic surgery concluded in a brilliant success, placing Kieran's heart in its proper position and securing it within a new, sturdy chest wall. This fusion of cutting-edge technology and the masterful hands of the medical staff didn't just save a child's life, it opened a new chapter for modern medicine. Today, Kieran Vates stands as a living testament to hope, reminding us that through human innovation and relentless effort, Even the most dire circumstances can be overcome by the miracles of science and compassion. Stacey Harold stands at just over 70 centimeters tall due to a rare condition called osteogenesis imperfecta, which affects bone strength and limits her ability to stand or walk. When she married and shared her dream of becoming a mother, doctors strongly advised against pregnancy, warning of serious risks to her health. Yet for Stacey, love and the desire for motherhood outweighed every fear. With remarkable courage and determination, she embraced the challenges of pregnancy 3 times, bringing her children into the world and showing an extraordinary strength of spirit. Stacey's family life is a journey defined by extraordinary devotion and effort. Though she relies on a wheelchair and lives with significant physical limitations, she cares for her children with creativity and determination, using specially adapted tools to help with daily tasks like bathing and changing diapers. Her home is filled with warmth and laughter, where she stands as the emotional center of the family. Rather than focusing on difficulty or limitation, Stacey pours her energy into teaching her children love, gratitude, and appreciation for life, showing that a mother's strength is never measured by height, but by the depth of her heart. Although Stacey is no longer with us, the story of the world's smallest mother remains a powerful testament to sacrifice, courage, and an unwavering belief in love. She defied extraordinary odds to leave behind her greatest legacy, her 3 children, and an inspiring example of resilience for the world. Stacey proved that when love is strong enough, it can overcome even the greatest challenges. Be sure to hit like and subscribe for more inspiring stories like Stacey's remarkable journey as the world's smallest mother. For Kayla Hayes. Turning 19 did not begin with bright dreams, but with a devastating turning point that shook her entire world. In a moment marked by the extremity of blind love, a refusal to reconcile led to a horrific incident that left a permanent scar on her face and a pain beyond words. It was the moment when the promising future of a young woman seemed to be extinguished by the darkness of violence, forcing her into a fight for survival that no one could ever be prepared for. Yet true human strength often reveals itself most clearly at the edge of the abyss. Instead of allowing the fragments of tragedy to define the rest of her life, Kayla Hayes embarked on a remarkable journey of rebirth. Every scar on her lips was no longer a symbol of defeat, but a testament to her unbreakable will. She chose to confront her fears head-on, turning long nights of trauma into the driving force to reclaim her voice, proving that no act of cruelty could ever overcome a heart determined to live more boldly than ever before. Now, through her blog, Rise Above, Kayla Hayes has transformed her personal pain into a powerful mission to protect and inspire thousands of others. She does not simply share a story of survival, but builds a community where pain is transformed into strength and hope. Her journey stands as a profound lesson in rising above adversity. We may not choose what happens to us, but we always have the power to decide how we rise from the ashes to create a life filled with meaning and freedom. Hatice Nergis's life took a devastating turn after a gun-related accident that destroyed the entire lower part of her face. The injuries not only caused severe disfigurement, but also took away her most basic abilities, such as eating and speaking clearly, forcing the young woman into years of isolation and overwhelming physical and emotional pain. A glimmer of hope finally appeared in 2012 when Hatice Nergis was selected to undergo a historic face transplant at Akdeniz University, an event that drew significant attention from the global medical community. This procedure was extraordinarily complex and high risk, requiring flawless coordination from a team of highly skilled surgeons to transplant donor tissues, including the upper jaw, lips, and palate, in order to reconstruct her appearance. As the first woman in Turkey to undergo a face transplant, Hatice bravely entered the operating room with unwavering faith in science, marking a monumental turning point not only in her own life, but also in the history of reconstructive surgery in her country. From a medical standpoint, this was the third successful face transplant performed in the nation, helping to establish Turkey's advanced expertise and reputation on the global medical stage. The success of the surgery was not only a personal miracle for Hatice, but also a powerful testament to the remarkable progress in reconstructive surgery for treating severe craniofacial injuries. After the operation, Hatice Nergis faced a challenging recovery journey, undergoing anti-rejection treatments and long-term physical therapy to gradually regain sensation in her new face. Despite the intense pressure and constant media attention, she remained resilient, holding on to optimism and deep gratitude toward the donor and the dedicated medical team who saved her life. Her reappearance with a new face became a lasting symbol of courage for modern women, carrying a powerful message of resilience in the face of adversity. Her story continues to inspire countless people, reminding us of the value of life and the extraordinary strength of belief when one refuses to give up hope even in the darkest of circumstances. Forced to bypass her non-functioning stomach at 18, Olivia sustains life by delivering nutrients directly to her heart through a medical line. Refusing to be a victim, she commands a massive presence on TikTok and Instagram, educating the world about her rare condition with unshakable optimism. Olivia boldly asserts that her worth far exceeds her diagnosis, viewing her medical challenges as a platform for extraordinary resilience. She is a powerhouse of courage, proving that physical differences are a catalyst for social change and personal pride. Skin as red as fire and constantly peeling has been Portia Sina's reality since her very first breath. Due to the extremely rare condition known as ichthyosis confetti, this genetic disorder not only creates a striking visual contrast with small white patches scattered across a vivid red background, but also brings persistent physical discomfort and heavy psychological pressure as she grows up in a world often unforgiving toward differences. Determined not to let her biological uniqueness confine her to the shadows, Portia Sina has turned social media platforms into a space to reveal the truth about her condition and spread a message of self-worth. Instead of hiding from curious stares, she courageously shares the most authentic images of her skin, helping to break down stigma and encourage a deeper understanding of non-traditional beauty. Her journey stands as a powerful reminder that a woman's value does not lie in the smoothness of her skin, but in the strength of her spirit and her ability to embrace herself. Katie Piper was once a promising model and television presenter in the United Kingdom, known for her radiant beauty. However, her life took a dark turn in 2008 when she became the victim of an acid attack orchestrated by an ex-boyfriend. This brutal assault not only left her face completely disfigured, but also caused severe physical and emotional trauma, leaving her blind in her left eye and with significant damage to her esophagus. After the horrific incident, Katie Piper endured a long and incredibly painful recovery journey, undergoing more than 400 reconstructive procedures of varying complexity. For an extended period, she had to wear a pressure mask for 23 hours a day to help stabilize her scars, along with countless complex skin grafts taken from other parts of her body. This process was not only about restoring her appearance, but also an intense internal battle to accept herself and regain the confidence that had been shattered by the attack. Overcoming all adversity, Katie Piper made a powerful return to the spotlight and became a global symbol of courage for women everywhere. She founded a charity bearing her name to support burn survivors and those with disfiguring scars, while also working actively as an author and motivational speaker. Her remarkable journey of rebirth has proven that true beauty lies in the resilience of the spirit, inspiring millions to find hope and the strength to rise from pain that once seemed impossible to heal. What do you admire most about Katie Piper? Leave a comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Before becoming a confident public figure, Cassandra Bankson once lived in isolation, enduring cruel insults due to severe cystic acne that covered 90% of her face and body. The painful condition not only caused intense physical discomfort, but also made her, as a high school student at the time, feel rejected by society, forcing her to rely on heavy layers of makeup to hide her existence from the world for many years. Cassandra's differences did not stop at the surface of her skin. A routine medical examination later revealed a shocking truth about her anatomy, a condition known as uterus didelphys. Having 2 uteruses, 2 cervixes, and 2 vaginas is an extremely rare medical case, forcing her to endure intense menstrual cycles and face potential reproductive health risks that very few women in the world ever experience. Instead of collapsing under these imposed imperfections, she courageously removed the mask to reveal her authentic beauty and went on to become a globally influential skincare expert. Cassandra Bankson's journey from a bullied girl to a professional model and health educator stands as a powerful testament to embracing differences in order to shine, helping millions realize that perfection is merely an illusion and that true value lies in authenticity. Andrea Ivanova created a visual shockwave by possessing the largest lips in the world, challenging conventional beauty standards. With her surreal appearance, she became a global focal point in 2026, serving as proof of an astonishing breakdown of biological limits. This is a unique transformation journey, where personal identity is pushed to the extreme in order to assert absolute difference from the crowd. Having spent over $26,000 on dozens of filler injections, Andrea continues to upgrade her personal brand despite medical warnings about the risks. Her persistence in pursuing a real-life doll aesthetic has sparked wide-ranging debates about the boundaries of cosmetic medicine and human tolerance. She has turned financial investment into a living symbol of endurance and the desire to achieve beauty defined entirely on her own terms. Behind the oversized lips lies an educational lesson about the fragile boundary between personal passion and long-term health safety. While respecting bodily autonomy, her story remains a sober reminder of the importance of self-protection against excessive, invasive procedures. It is a message about radiant self-confidence, while also emphasizing that every step taken in altering one's appearance must be accompanied by responsibility and informed understanding. Harimalala, a 12-year-old girl from Madagascar. suddenly had her life turned upside down when a small swelling in her throat rapidly grew into a massive tumor that threatened her very ability to breathe. The illness not only destroyed her appearance but also pushed her into painful isolation in the remote coastal region of Mankara. Yet, even in that darkness, Harimalala's journey became a powerful symbol of resilience and unbreakable hope. Her story stands as a reminder that no matter how overwhelming adversity becomes, the human spirit can still create miraculous chances for survival and renewal. For many years, Jasmine Ramirez had to carry a leg weighing up to 79 kilograms, a massive burden equivalent to the weight of a full-grown adult. This rare condition not only devastated her body, but also stole away the innocent years of her childhood, making every step a painful struggle filled with physical hardship and self-consciousness. Even while being trapped within her own body, the 14-year-old girl demonstrated extraordinary resilience, silently enduring this overwhelming burden while waiting for a chance at rebirth. The turning point in her life came after a historic, nearly 17-hour surgery that freed Jasmine from those physical chains. Although she had to accept the loss of part of her body to prevent infection. For her, this was a life-changing operation that allowed her to reclaim her freedom and begin a lighter, new chapter of life. Jasmine Ramirez's story is a powerful reminder that true strength does not lie in what we carry, but in the unbreakable will to overcome seemingly impossible adversity. Every heartbeat for Jennifer Hiles was once a life-and-death gamble, as the tangled web of AVM vessels on her face posed a constant threat of a fatal rupture. More than just a cosmetic defect, these malfunctioning vessels acted like a hidden enemy, turning the simplest daily activities into a high-stakes survival struggle. It was a harsh reality that pushed the limits of endurance, where the line between a simple smile and a life-threatening crisis was incredibly thin. Dozens of life-saving surgeries followed, including a daunting tissue expansion procedure that temporarily distorted Jennifer's features to grow healthy new skin. She chose to face the pain and social stigma head-on, using her courage to transform the expanders beneath her skin into a shield for her rebirth. This phase not only tested medical expertise, but also forged a spirit of iron, proving that the sacrifice of one's appearance is a price well worth paying for a second chance at life. Jennifer's ultimate victory officially erased fear from her life, replacing it with a normal and radiant appearance after her relentless efforts. This journey shattered every pessimistic medical forecast, becoming a powerful manifesto that humans can rewrite their own maps of destiny. Her rebirth serves as a lighthouse for the will to live, reminding us that true beauty only shines when we have the strength to walk through the darkest corridors of fate. Embracing her facial deformation caused by neurofibromatosis as a part of her destiny. Weyoung Boon Mi earned the world's respect by refusing risky surgeries in exchange for absolute inner peace. Amidst curious stares on the streets of Thailand, she continues to work with unwavering dignity, proving that true beauty springs from self-respect and the courage to master one's own happiness without needing a perfect appearance by conventional standards. Once cruelly labeled a witch and facing brutal stigma due to severe bow legs, 14-year-old Julianne from Cameroon has experienced a miraculous rebirth through modern medical intervention. The successful surgery not only relieved her of bone-deep pain and allowed her to stand tall on straight legs, but also shattered the ancient superstitions surrounding her, restoring her right to live with full dignity and confidence within her community. Having spent over 30 years resiliently living with progeria, Chali Muguira bravely moved past the shadows of bullying to find the true love of her life. She is a living testament that human value is not defined by an appearance worn down by time, but shines through the courage of unconditional self-love, transforming congenital defects into a unique source of strength to build a brilliant and dignified life. In a social media world flooded with perfecting filters, Nancy Morel's raw, inflamed skin caused by a mysterious condition stands as a symbol of authenticity and unparalleled courage. Instead of hiding in insecurity, she chose to transform her scars and vulnerabilities into a sharp weapon against harsh aesthetic standards, turning every frame into a powerful manifesto about the right to be proud of one's natural identity. Over 1 million TikTok followers find in Nancy not just a unique face, but an endless source of inspiration for unconditional self-love amidst societal prejudice. Her journey of making her flaws public has ignited a flame of hope for countless souls struggling with physical insecurities, proving that true strength lies not in skin perfection, but sprouts from the iron will to live authentically and shine in one's own distinct way. The journeys of these extraordinary individuals facing adversity are a powerful reminder that a person's true stature isn't measured by physical limitations, but shines through unwavering determination and a courageous heart. Which story in today's video inspired you the most or left the deepest impression? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be among the first to witness more inspiring, resilient, and heartwarming journeys with us. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos. In this world, there are individuals who carry with them unique and extraordinary stories. These people face extremely rare medical conditions or physical changes that most of us have never heard of. Today, we will explore the journeys of these exceptional individuals, those who have overcome every limit and achieved miracles no one could have imagined. They are living proof of the power of determination and faith in life. If you find these stories touching and want to learn more about these inspiring journeys, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel today. Let's spread faith and hope together, and let the stories of these special individuals remind us that, despite our differences, everyone has the potential to create miracles and change the world. Jackson Emmett Buell, a boy born in 2014 in Florida, USA, brought to the world one of the greatest stories of resilience and maternal love. Often known worldwide on social media as Jackson, the Mighty Warrior, his journey through life is a beautiful anthem that defies all limits and the predictions of modern medicine. When Jackson's mother was 17 weeks pregnant, medical specialists discovered a severe abnormality. After multiple tests, the fetus was diagnosed with an extremely rare congenital syndrome related to the development of the skull and brain. This condition left Jackson with a significant portion of his brain and skull structure missing. At that time, doctors gave a very grim prognosis, stating that this tiny being was unlikely to survive to birth. If a miracle occurred, they predicted he would only survive for a few hours or days. Facing this harsh reality, Jackson's parents, Brandon and Brittany, made a courageous decision. They refused to give up, determined to give their child the opportunity to see the light of day, no matter how brief the time might be. In August 2014, Jackson was born, crying in surprise to the entire medical team. But that was not the end of his remarkable story. He went on to create new chapters in the history of world medicine. Instead of living only a few days as predicted, Jackson defied the odds, surviving for an extraordinary amount of time, surpassing each milestone. Despite facing tremendous physical challenges and relying on medical devices for support, Jackson showed an extraordinary will to survive. With the loving care of his family day and night, he began to smile, respond to the soothing voices of his parents, and even made efforts to communicate basic sounds. Videos of Jackson interacting with the world around him quickly went viral on social media, attracting millions of views and heartfelt sympathy from the global community. In April 2020, Jackson peacefully passed away at the age of 5, surrounded by the loving arms of his family. That 5-year journey far exceeded any medical predictions ever made. Though he has left this world, the story of little warrior Jackson lives on. His life became a global symbol of the power of family love and resilience. His journey carries an invaluable message to humanity. Every life born into this world holds a special meaning, and unconditional love is the source of the greatest miracles. Please hit like and subscribe to share meaningful stories and spread love to everyone. Zanziman Eli, a young man from Rwanda, has brought to the world one of the most remarkable and emotional transformation stories. His journey is a clear testament to how love and community support can truly reignite a life. Born in 1999, Eli was diagnosed with microcephaly, a congenital condition that causes the head and brain to develop smaller than usual. This medical condition led to significant barriers in communication and cognitive development. Unfortunately, instead of receiving understanding, Eli faced harsh stigma and teasing from some members of the local community. Fearing the curious stares and harsh treatment, Eli often ran into deep forests. He lived almost entirely isolated, foraging for wild fruits and plants to survive, always fleeing at the sight of strangers. His mother, although deeply loving, was helpless due to their extreme poverty, and she could only watch as her son lived in isolation and rejection by society. The miracle began in 2020, when a local television station aired a documentary about the life of Eli and his mother. The story of the gentle young man who had to flee into the forests immediately shocked global media. A massive wave of sympathy followed, and international fundraising campaigns were quickly launched to help the family. Thanks to the global community's support, Zanziman Eli's life turned a completely new, bright, and glorious page. His family was relocated to a new, solid home with all the necessary amenities. Even more wonderful, Eli was sent to the Ubumwe Community Center, a special education school for people in need of support. There, he was provided with neat uniforms, learned essential life skills, learned how to integrate with friends, and even learned how to ride a bicycle. From a young man who once lived in fear and isolation, Eli now smiles brightly, confidently wears tailored suits, and enjoys the love and support from those around him. Zanziman, Eli's journey offers an invaluable lesson. No situation is entirely hopeless if we are willing to give empathy and kindness to others. Born in Wisconsin, USA in 2012, Dominic Gundrum faced an extremely rare medical challenge from the moment he was in his mother's womb. Doctors discovered he had encephalocele, combined with a severe cleft lip and palate. This condition caused a portion of his brain tissue to protrude outside of his skull, while also splitting his facial structure in half. The initial prognosis was incredibly bleak, but with endless love and support, Dominic's family decided not to give up and sought a miracle at Boston Children's Hospital. At the end of 2012, a dedicated medical team carried out a historic surgery that lasted several hours. Using exceptional surgical techniques, the doctors reshaped his skull, repositioned the brain, and successfully reconstructed his face. The resilience of this tiny life overcame all obstacles. Today, Dominic has grown into an energetic, cheerful boy who happily goes to school and enjoys a childhood just like his peers. Dominic's journey is a bright testament to the wonders of medicine and the power of familial love. Born in March 2015 in Alabama, USA, Eli Thompson brought to the world one of the rarest medical stories and an endless source of inspiration about love. His birth was not only a great challenge to modern medicine, but also a profound lesson in resilience and overcoming physical limitations. From the moment he cried out upon birth, Eli amazed his family and the medical team because he had no nose, no nasal cavity, and no sense of smell. This condition, known as arrhythmia, congenital absence of the nose, is extremely rare, occurring in about 1 in nearly 200 million births worldwide. To help the tiny infant survive, medical specialists had to perform a tracheotomy when he was just 5 days old. This breathing tube enabled Eli to breathe and safely breastfeed. Faced with a difficult beginning, Eli's parents made a deeply compassionate decision. They refused cosmetic surgery to create a nose for him while he was still so young. The family wanted him to grow naturally, to be perfect in his own way, and to be free to make decisions about his body when he was old enough. Despite significant physical challenges, Eli proved to be a true warrior, full of energy. He grew up with a joyful spirit, always active and smiling brightly at everyone he met. Due to the tracheotomy tube in his neck, making sounds was very difficult, but Eli showed great intelligence as he quickly learned to communicate proficiently using sign language designed for young children. He was able to ask for cookies, call for his parents, and express his feelings clearly. Eli's story quickly spread across the media, attracting tens of thousands of followers and supporters. He became affectionately known as the Miraculous Boy, a symbol of embracing human diversity. In early June 2017, Eli Thompson peacefully said goodbye to the world at just over 2 years old. Though his life was brief, Eli's journey was filled with love and care from his family. His passing left an immense sense of sorrow, but his story left a powerful legacy. Perfection is never found in a flawless body. It is the fierce will to live and how we embrace differences with an open heart that truly defines the beauty of a person. If Eli's story touched your heart, don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Adalia Rose Williams, born on December 10, 2006, in Texas, USA, has left an unforgettable mark on millions of people worldwide. Her life journey is not a sad story of illness, but rather a joyful tune filled with energy and a fierce desire to live. Adalia has shown the world that physical appearance can never limit the beauty and strength of a free spirit. When Adalia was around 3 months old, doctors noticed unusual signs of development. After a series of examinations, She was diagnosed with Hutchinson-Gilford progeria syndrome, commonly known as premature aging syndrome. This extremely rare congenital condition causes the body to age at a much faster rate than the natural human pace. The condition caused Adalia to have no hair, a tiny stature, and no subcutaneous fat. Facing a future filled with challenges, her mother, Natalia, along with her family, chose to embrace the situation with unconditional love. Instead of shielding her with worry or hiding her condition, the family decided to let Adalia grow up naturally, happily, and be her true self. The unwavering support from her family became the solid foundation for Adalia to build incredible confidence from a young age. Not allowing her physical differences to hold her back, Adalia turned the online world into her own vibrant stage. She began appearing on YouTube and Facebook, quickly drawing attention, not because of her unique appearance, but because of her humor, wit, and explosive positive energy. Adalia's channel is filled with stylish makeup tutorials, energetic dance performances, exciting unboxing moments, and adorable, playful antics with her family. She confidently expresses her love for music and fashion, always showing up with the brightest appearance. Millions of people subscribe to Adalia because they found in her pure joy and an optimism that nothing could extinguish. Adalia broke down every stereotype of beauty standards, teaching millions of people how to love themselves. In mid-January 2022, Adalia Rose peacefully closed the miraculous journey of her life at the age of 15. Although her time in this world was short, the way she embraced life left an incredibly profound impact. Adalia not only helped raise global awareness about progeria, but also left behind a deep legacy of her attitude toward life. Adalia Rose's life serves as a reminder to us all that no matter what limitations life may present, you always have the right to face it with a smile, pride, and a heart full of joy. Ontlametse Falatse, born in 1989 in Hebron, South Africa, became a global symbol of courage and optimism. Her journey was not only a battle against a rare health condition, but also a song of living each moment to the fullest. From a young age, Ontlametse was diagnosed with progeria, premature aging, an extremely rare genetic condition that causes the body to age much faster than normal. At that time, she was the first Black woman in the world to be diagnosed with this condition. Doctors gave a grim prognosis, suggesting she would not live beyond the age of 14. However, Ontlametse proved that the human will can create miracles. She not only surpassed the 14-year mark, but continued to live a colorful life, graduating from high school and pursuing accounting courses. She referred to herself as the First Lady of Hope, a title that reflected her positive mindset and unwavering belief in herself. Rather than allowing physical barriers to diminish her presence, Ontlametse actively participated in social activities. She founded a fund to raise awareness about progeria and assist children in South Africa facing similar challenges. Her optimism, intelligence, and confident demeanor garnered national attention. One of the most memorable moments of Ontlametse's life came on her 18th birthday, when she fulfilled her wish of meeting the then President of South Africa, Jacob Zuma. In April 2017, Ontlametse Falatse passed away peacefully at the age of 18, just a few weeks after hosting a lively birthday celebration surrounded by family and friends. Her death was not just the end of a life, but a reminder to the world that the time we have here is short, and what truly matters is how we choose to spend it. Ontlametse's story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of love and optimism. Her journey, though brief, was filled with purpose, determination, and the courage to live fully, regardless of the obstacles in her path. In her last days, Aunt Lemetse left behind not only a legacy of strength and hope, but also an invaluable lesson for all of us. It's not the number of years we live, but how we live those years that defines us. Her life continues to inspire millions around the world to appreciate the time they have and to live with compassion, empathy, and a commitment to making the world a better place for everyone. Leave a 1 in the comments to share the inspiring story of Aunt Lemetse. Jonathan Petrie, born in 2000 in Russell, Ontario, Canada, became one of the most significant symbols of resilience in modern medical history. Known affectionately as the Butterfly Child, Jonathan's journey is not just a story of battling adversity, but also a testament to the extraordinary strength of the human will. From the moment he was born, Jonathan had to live with a rare and challenging condition called epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a genetic disorder that causes the skin to be as fragile as a butterfly's wings. This condition made Jonathan's skin as delicate as a butterfly's wings. Even the slightest touch or the friction of clothing could cause severe injuries. His daily life was filled with challenges that few could truly comprehend. Every morning, he had to endure the excruciating process of bandage changes that could take hours, all to protect his skin and prevent infections. Yet, instead of withdrawing in pain, Jonathan chose to transform his story into an inspiration for others. He decided to share his journey, showing immense strength and resilience while raising awareness and helping those facing similar struggles. Instead of keeping his life private, Jonathan courageously shared his journey with the media. He became an ambassador for Deborah Canada, a non-profit organization supporting people with EB, epidermolysis bullosa. Through documentaries and heartfelt talks, Jonathan helped the world better understand this rare medical condition, while also raising over $200,000 to fund research and assist other patients. Jonathan had a deep passion for sports, especially ice hockey. Even though he couldn't compete on the ice himself, he became an honorary scout for the Ottawa Senators. His optimism, intelligence, and calm demeanor in the face of physical pain earned the respect of professional athletes and millions of fans. In April 2018, after a long journey pursuing advanced treatments in Minnesota, USA, Jonathan Petrie passed away peacefully at the age of 17. His passing was a great loss, but the legacy he left behind is priceless. Jonathan taught us that the value of a life is not measured by the length of time lived or the perfection of the body, but by the depth of kindness and courage. The Butterfly Child truly became a symbol, leaving a powerful message about cherishing every moment and never giving up hope, even in the harshest circumstances. Ollie Trezise, a boy born in Wales, United Kingdom, has brought a heartwarming story about maternal love and the courage to face differences in appearance. From the moment Ollie's mother was 20 weeks pregnant, medical professionals discovered an abnormality in the development of his face. When Ollie was born, he was diagnosed with a rare congenital condition called encephalocele. A small gap in his skull caused part of his brain tissue to extend down into his nose area. This condition caused Ollie's nose to swell significantly, giving him a very unique appearance. His mother affectionately called him the real-life Pinocchio. When he was 9 months old, Ollie bravely underwent a complex surgery that lasted several hours. The specialists performed surgery to reposition the protruding brain tissue, close the gap in his skull, and reconstruct his airway. The surgery was a complete success, opening a new, healthier chapter in Ollie's life. Now, Ollie has grown into a lively and healthy boy. His family has actively shared his story through the media to raise awareness about rare diseases. Ollie Trezeis's journey serves as a profound reminder to cherish diversity and offer unconditional love to children born with differences in appearance. Thank you for following the inspiring stories of these resilient individuals today. Their journeys are not only a testament to the strength of the spirit, but also a reminder of the importance of understanding and unconditional love for children born with different appearances. If these stories have touched your heart, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more inspiring and meaningful videos. Are these extreme physical phenomena evidence of a genetic miracle? Or are they historical anomalies that modern science has yet to fully decode? Today, we will analyze the most unusual and controversial cases ever documented on Earth. Our hypothesis is clear. Human biological limits hold far more mysteries than those recorded in classic medical textbooks. However, before we dive into the data analysis, here is a critical note. The following cases exist on the fragile boundary between medical fact and urban legend. While these individuals are real, certain details of their extraordinary lives remain without independent scientific verification. We will provide you with the available evidence, clinical hypotheses, and an authentic image archive. Before we open the first case file, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell to join our investigation team. Now, the investigation officially begins. Born in Russia and later relocating to Monaco, Valeria was once a vibrant, healthy young woman with a radiant future ahead. However, the invisible pressures of toxic beauty standards and the relentless pursuit of an ultra-slim silhouette led her down a fateful path. What began as simple dieting gradually caused her biological systems to reject food entirely, losing the fundamental ability to absorb natural nutrients. At her most depleted state, Valeria's weight plummeted to just 25.4 kilograms, approximately 56 pounds, a harrowing figure that shattered the hearts of all who witnessed it. Yet the true value of Valeria's story lies not in her emaciated frame, but in the incredible mental strength hidden deep within. When she was flooded with letters from young girls worldwide seeking to learn her secret to achieving such extreme thinness, Valeria was profoundly shocked. Realizing the lethal dangers of these toxic beauty standards, she made the courageous decision to step into the light. Instead of retreating from the public eye, Valeria courageously shared her image and the harrowing reality of her condition through global media. She traveled extensively, becoming a powerful voice of warning, urgently advising young girls never to sacrifice their health and their lives simply to conform to an illusory mold. Her courage left behind an eternal lesson. True beauty must always stem from the fundamental act of respecting and loving oneself. From the moment Yahya took his first breath in a remote Moroccan mountain village, he was born with an incredibly rare congenital defect where his facial bone structures failed to fuse during pregnancy. He was missing both eyes, his upper jaw, and even the bridge of his nose. Surviving those early years was a miracle defying all medical predictions, but the price he paid was a childhood spent in silence, hidden behind closed doors to avoid the wary gazes of the outside world. However, another miracle came knocking in an unexpected way. Half a world away, a compassionate woman named Fatima Baraka happened upon Yahya's story on social media. Unable to ignore his heartbreaking plight, she crossed the ocean, galvanized international support, and brought Yahya to Australia to meet with the world's top reconstructive surgeons. Following a grueling 18-hour historic surgery fraught with challenges, the medical team painstakingly reconstructed Yahya's jaw and facial architecture. Emerging from the shadows of self-doubt, Yahya can finally smile brightly and engage with the world around him. His journey is a profound testament that miracles are not solely the products of medical advancements. They also bloom from the boundless compassion of strangers. His life has been a series of complex reconstructive surgeries and patient hours of speech practice to pronounce every word clearly. Christian turned the scars on his lips into marks of growth and courage. He does not hide his past or his imperfections. On the contrary, he uses them as a bridge to connect with families whose children face similar circumstances, giving them hope that every imperfection can be filled with medicine. Christian Tessier is now a voice representing empathy and hope. He proves that the most beautiful smile is not the most aesthetically perfect one, but the brightest smile after weathering life's storms. His story reminds us to appreciate the power of modern medicine and, above all, the strength of the human spirit, the force that can heal every wound and turn the impossible into possible. Harmony Rose Allen was a vibrant little girl, but her life changed completely when she contracted the devastating disease of meningitis at just a toddler. The illness forced doctors to make the heartbreaking decision to amputate both her arms and legs to save her life. However, Harmony never allowed her lack of limbs to stop her from exploring the world. She still learned to paint, play, and spread joy to those around her with an incredibly positive spirit. Throughout her journey of growing up, Harmony underwent numerous reconstructive surgeries and stump-shaping procedures to effectively use assistive devices and prosthetic limbs. Cosmetic and orthopedic surgeons worked together to ensure that the sensitive areas of her skin were not harmed and to create maximum comfort for her when moving. These medical interventions not only helped her physically, but also boosted her confidence in her appearance when stepping into society, dispelling any feelings of self-doubt. Harmony is not only a symbol of hope, but also proof that happiness lies in appreciating what we have. With prosthetic legs and a courageous heart, she is steadily pursuing her dreams, affirming that nothing is impossible if we have enough faith. Do you have a dream you haven't dared to pursue yet? Share your story in the comments so we can inspire each other. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support our next Inspirational. Shawn Stevenson was born with a rare bone disorder called osteogenesis imperfecta, a condition that left him extremely small and with very fragile bones. Despite doctors predicting he wouldn't survive his first night, Shawn overcame adversity to live an extraordinary life spanning over 4 decades. Instead of letting his physical limitations define him, he chose to face the world with an iron will and unwavering belief in the value of existence. As an inspirational speaker and psychotherapist, Shawn Stevenson has dedicated his life to helping millions overcome psychological barriers and personal fears. He is famous for his message, Get off your butts, a play on words that encourages people to stop making excuses for their own procrastination. With his intelligence, charming humor, and energetic presentations, he has demonstrated that true strength lies not in muscle or physique, but in attitude and how we choose to react to life's challenges. Shawn Stevenson's legacy is not just his books or viral speech videos, but a profound lesson in self-love and acceptance. He believed that the only real disability is a negative attitude and a lack of purpose. Until his death in 2019, Shawn remained a symbol of perseverance, reminding the world that each individual possesses an unlimited source of energy to create a meaningful life, regardless of their background or physical imperfections. Before becoming famous, Amy Deanna faced immense pressure to undergo pigment grafts or use chemicals to even out her skin tone in order to meet the flawless beauty standard. However, she chose to reject all surgical interventions and invasive cosmetic treatments. She understood that trying to hide her unique skin patches would only make her lose the distinctive identity that nature had gifted her. Reflecting on the entire story of the Rubber Boy, we realize a priceless message. Sometimes, the most ironic flaws in nature are not sentences that close the door on life, but rather the launch pads that allow us to rewrite the definition of greatness, provided we are brave enough to master them. If the journey of the Rubber Boy has inspired you, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to join us as we continue to discover more stories of resilience and human extraordinary. Christina Karyagina, a girl weighing a mere 14 kilograms, appearing like a faint shadow in the material world, yet her story cuts deeper than ever. Behind her emaciated frame lies a silent, grueling battle with anorexia, a condition that does not merely strip away physical weight, but systematically erodes energy, relationships, and self-belief. Every day, she fights against fear, social stigma, and a profound pain that remains invisible to the naked eye. In a society that often misinterprets eating disorders, she is living proof that true strength does not reside in muscle, but in courage, fragile yet unwavering. Her journey forces us to confront a haunting question. What is beauty? What is strength? And what does it truly mean to survive? Let's embark on an adventurous journey deep into the wild Zambezi Valley of Zimbabwe to uncover the captivating story of the mysterious Vadoma tribe. When explorers first approached this land, they were completely stunned by a unique biological phenomenon. A significant number of tribe members are born with feet featuring only two large inward curved toes, a condition that modern medicine identifies as ectrodactyly, famously known as ostrich foot syndrome. Typically, medical hypotheses would swiftly categorize this condition as a physical disability that hinders mobility. However, the reality within the Zambezi Valley completely shatters that assumption. In the world of the Vadoma people, these distinctive feet have never been regarded as a hindrance. On the contrary, through extensive field observation, researchers discovered that this unique foot structure actually provides an incredible survival advantage. This unique anatomy provides a superior grip, allowing them to scale towering trees with remarkable agility to gather fruit and hunt deep within the primary forest. The tribe also adheres to strict endogamous traditions, forbidding marriage to outsiders, which has preserved their distinctive genetic traits across countless generations. The Odyssey of the Vadoma tribe offers a stunning and proud perspective. Sometimes, deviations from the global norm are not biological flaws, but rather evolutionary masterpieces that enable humanity to thrive and harmonize with the majestic natural world. Imagine waking up every day to find strange, bumpy lumps appearing on your skin. For Sandra DeSantos, a South American woman, this has been her reality since adolescence, caused by a rare genetic condition that resulted in thousands of small tumors covering her entire body. Yet, instead of retreating into darkness or hiding in shame, Sandra chose to live her life in the brightest way possible. She confidently donned her bikini, strolling along sun-drenched beaches and smiling to shatter every preconceived notion of conventional beauty. Even more remarkable, her unwavering confidence and boundless charm led her to find true love. Her husband, Jose, was deeply moved by Sandra's uniqueness and has walked beside her through decades of profound happiness. Sandra's journey is a priceless reminder. True fulfillment will always arrive when we bravely embrace and take pride in our own singular form. The story of Daima Mangrio, a young girl from Pakistan, is a poignant and inspiring testament to human resilience. Due to an incredibly rare congenital biological anomaly, a large cyst developed on her face, obstructing her vision and turning every breath of her childhood into a struggle. Faced with this harsh barrier, her family completely rejected despair. Instead of surrendering to fate, her parents, fueled by boundless love, tirelessly sought every medical opportunity, igniting a powerful hope for a miracle that would remove the obstruction and restore Daima's brightest, fullest smile. In Cuba, there was a teenager named Emmanuel Zayas. To meet Emmanuel as a child was to encounter a bright, lively teenager, always active and sporting a wide, cheerful smile. However, that vibrant life took a harsh turn when he reached the age of 11. A small swelling appeared on his face, which initially seemed like a typical part of adolescence. No one could have predicted that this would be the onset of a rare congenital condition known as fibrous dysplasia. Over time, the swelling did not dissipate. Instead, it quietly evolved into a massive tumor weighing nearly 4.5 kilograms, approximately 10 pounds. This malignant growth gradually overtook Emmanuel's face, obstructing his vision, compressing his airway, and turning the simplest daily activities, such as eating or speaking, into agonizing struggles. Yet what moved the world to tears was not his physical condition, but the incredible resilience of his spirit. Emmanuel's story of perseverance crossed borders, touching the hearts of a team of top specialists in Miami, USA. In early 2018, a historic 12-hour surgery was performed with a singular determination to restore his smile and his ability to breathe. The procedure was a success, and the massive tumor was completely removed, bringing immense joy to his family and marking a new chapter in his medical journey. Tragically, however, Emmanuel's small body had endured too much pressure for far too long. A few weeks after the surgery, his organs began to fail, and Emmanuel passed away peacefully. His journey, though ending in heartbreak, left behind a profound legacy of the will to live, a powerful reminder of the strength of optimism even in the face of the darkest adversities. Step into the extraordinary childhood of Ivy Angerman from Minnesota, USA, a world where the standard laws of survival appear to be completely upended. From the time she was a toddler, baffling symptoms began to emerge. Instead of enjoying playful moments in the bathtub, Ivy's delicate skin reacted violently to any contact with water, resulting in vivid red rashes, severe swelling, and unbearable itching. She suffers from aquagenic urticaria, an incredibly rare water allergy syndrome. Imagine a life where even the tears rolling down your cheeks can cause your face to burn. The simplest joys of childhood, playing in the rain, building snowmen, splashing in a pool, or even sweating while running, become monumental obstacles. For Ivy, bath time is no longer a relaxing moment with soap bubbles. It is a meticulously planned medical procedure, rushed through to minimize the physical damage to her body. However, in a world where even the most harmless water droplets pose a constant threat, Ivy's journey is not defined by despair. Backed by the unwavering protection and boundless love of her parents, this young girl is learning to adapt, finding joy within her constraints, and bravely moving forward. Ivy Angerman's story does more than touch the heart. It leaves behind a profound message about the extraordinary resilience of the human spirit when faced with life's cruelest paradoxes. If Ivy's journey inspired you, be sure to hit like and subscribe to the channel now. The story of young Sagar Dorji from Assam, India, is a poignant journey of resilience in the face of an incredibly rare medical condition. In the summer of 2016, at the tender age of 4, Sagar's vibrant childhood was suddenly and tragically interrupted. His body developed a unique medical anomaly originating from a severe blood cell disorder. This condition generated immense pressure within his eye sockets, causing significant structural damage and placing the young boy on the precipice of permanent blindness. Faced with overwhelming physical and financial barriers, the prospect of a bright future seemed to close off for this young boy. However, a miracle unfolded as his story began to resonate across the global community. Through the collective support of thousands of kind-hearted individuals and local authorities, Sagar was transferred to a specialized medical facility more than 2,000 kilometers away from his home. There, a team of elite medical professionals embarked on a high-stakes intervention, including a bone marrow transplant from his 9-year-old sister. Following months of arduous treatment, Sagar's biological systems underwent a miraculous recovery, gradually regaining their vital equilibrium. Sagar Dorji's journey is far more than a medical miracle. It stands as a radiant testament to the power of communal love and support, proving that collective compassion can rekindle hope even in the darkest of voids. In Cambodia, young Phiek Trapov was born with a congenital, unprecedented cleft that physically divided his skull. Despite the expanding physical barriers that left the medical community profoundly puzzled, his childhood was never consumed by despair. On the contrary, it remained resilient and vibrant, fueled by the boundless love and tireless prayers of his devoted grandmother. Natasha Crown is a figure who sparked intense debate across social media due to her decision to undergo extreme cosmetic surgeries to alter her appearance, specifically focusing on her lower body. She gained notoriety for a series of Brazilian butt lift (BBL) procedures, a popular aesthetic process where excess fat is harvested from other areas of the body and re-injected into the buttocks to modify their size and shape. Natasha's objective was clear: to maximize the volume of her buttocks, making them extraordinarily prominent compared to the natural human body structure, a deliberate choice she made to pursue her own unique aesthetic standards. The consecutive BBL surgeries created a massive volume of foreign fat tissue, which not only altered Natasha's appearance, but also directly impacted her mobility. This excess fat mass caused her bipedal gait to become noticeably different from its original state. Such an alteration fundamentally changed her body's natural structure, leading to significant shifts in both aesthetics and movement mechanics. Consequently, she has become one of the most prominent examples of the profound and sometimes extreme impact that cosmetic surgery can exert on the human form. Beyond her striking physical transformation, Natasha Crowne has emerged as a deeply controversial figure within the online community. Some argue that she has pushed the boundaries too far in altering her natural form, while others defend her decision as a matter of personal autonomy. Throughout the discourse, Natasha has remained steadfast, stating that she feels significantly more confident and comfortable in her body post-surgery. To her, these transformations represent a personal choice, one that she believes has no impact on anyone but herself. By documenting her cosmetic surgery journey on social media, Natasha has sparked global discussions on personal autonomy and the societal acceptance of individual transformation. The changes she has undergone transcend mere aesthetics. They serve as a symbol of self-affirmation and internal confidence. Despite the polarization of public opinion, Natasha has demonstrated that altering one's body to achieve self-assurance is a fundamental individual right. Natasha Crowne's prominence has solidified her status as a symbol of modern aesthetic trends. She has garnered immense attention, becoming one of the most recognizable figures associated with contemporary cosmetic intervention. Although the controversies surrounding such procedures persist, Natasha remains steadfast in her decision. She continues to be an influential figure, contributing to a broader global dialogue regarding transformation, self-assurance, and the acceptance of diverse appearances in today's society. Bella Santorum was born with trisomy 18, more commonly known as Edwards syndrome. At its core, this is a genetic anomaly where the body carries an extra copy of chromosome 18, creating massive barriers to the development of internal organs. The initial hypotheses derived from cold medical textbooks often painted a heartbreaking picture. The majority of infants with this syndrome face insurmountable challenges just to survive their first few months of life. However, instead of surrendering to a predetermined fate, Bella and her family shattered every limit established by statistical probability. She was far more than a lifeless medical record. Bella was a vibrant young girl who could smile, pout, and feel the boundless love within her parents' embrace. Despite a fragile respiratory system and physical structure that required around-the-clock medical support, every morning she woke up was a miracle that defied the most pessimistic scientific predictions. Looking back at Bella's journey, there is no trace of despair to be found. Instead, it stands as a beautiful, living testament, proving a profound truth to the world. Sometimes, the value of a life is not measured by its longevity, but by the brilliance it radiates through the power of love and an unyielding will to live. Have you ever wondered how a young girl navigates the world when her legs are not intact from the moment of birth? In the high-stakes fashion industry, where every silhouette is scrutinized and revered through the lens of flawless perfection, the story of Daisy Mae Dimitri shines like a brilliant streak of light, challenging and redefining the boundaries of beauty. Born in Birmingham, UK, Daisy Mae's childhood rhythm was met with an incredibly harsh challenge from the very beginning. She was born with a rare congenital defect known as fibular hemimelia, the complete absence of the fibula bone, which prevented her legs from developing normally. At just 18 months old, a time when most toddlers are taking their first steps, her parents were forced to make the most agonizing decision: to have doctors amputate both of her lower legs. This painful sacrifice was the only strategic path forward, offering her the chance to wear prosthetics and achieve mobility in the years to come. Looking at such a starting point, many might sorrowfully envision a life of isolation, fueled by insecurity and confined to a wheelchair. But Daisy May firmly rejected that tragic script. Surrounded by her family's immense love, she refused to let the loss of her legs extinguish her smile. Fitted with carbon fiber prosthetic limbs, the specialized blades used by elite athletes, Daisy didn't just learn to walk. She ran, flipped, played, and radiated such an irrepressible zest for life that anyone witnessing her was left in absolute awe. It was this immense confidence and unmatched charisma that propelled Daisy May into a world no one could have envisioned: the international fashion runway. At just 8 years old, while her peers were still immersed in childhood games, Daisy May made history. She became the first double amputee child model to strut proudly down the New York Fashion Week runway, later going on to conquer both Paris and London. Under the dazzling flashlights of the catwalk, Daisy May made no effort to conceal her differences. On the contrary, she walked with profound pride, showcasing her prosthetic limbs like a crown of honor. She instantly captured the attention of world-renowned fashion houses, transforming her uniqueness into an irresistible allure. Daisy May Dimitri's journey is far more than a modern-day fairy tale of a young girl who refused to surrender to fate. It is a brilliant declaration to millions. True beauty has never been defined by a flawless silhouette. Instead, it radiates from the courage to embrace our imperfections and walk boldly through life. If this inspiring journey moved you, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel now. Close your eyes and imagine this. How would you express the overwhelming joy in your heart if your smile were forever frozen on your face? This is not a rhetorical question, but the reality Taylor Clement, an extraordinary girl from New Zealand, has faced since the moment she was born. Taylor was born with Mobius syndrome, an extremely rare congenital condition that causes complete facial paralysis, leaving her unable to display any facial expressions whatsoever. In our world, a radiant smile, a raised eyebrow in surprise, or even a simple blink are natural and powerful forms of communication that bridge the gap between souls. For Taylor, however, fate had effectively locked away these expressions. Her face remained immobile, meaning she could never physically smile, even when her heart was overflowing with joy or warmth. This ironic disconnect transformed Taylor's childhood into a turbulent and isolating journey. There is nothing more heartbreaking than a child being constantly misunderstood, enduring cruel teasing, and being pushed to the fringes of society simply because of a face that appeared expressionless. At one point, this young girl desperately underwent painful surgeries with a single profound desire: to curve her lips into a normal smile like everyone else. However, even the most advanced medical interventions could not alter the fundamental hand that nature had dealt her. Beyond the physical changes, Jasmine Ramirez has become a symbol of freedom of the soul. She teaches us that happiness does not lie in a specific number, but in the feeling of being in control of your own life. By openly sharing her personal journey, she has empowered those who feel trapped in prejudice, helping them understand that every individual has the right to shine in their own way, as long as they keep striving to become a better version. Embracing the proud title, "The Girl Who Can't Smile," Taylor signed with a prestigious international modeling agency. She stood confidently before the camera, shattering the industry's rigid and outdated standards of perfection. Taylor Clement's journey officially closed the chapter on her dark days of self-doubt, unveiling a brilliant message to the world. The most beautiful smile may not manifest on the lips, but it radiates powerfully from a resilient heart and an unbreakable sense of self-worth. When little Lolly first cried out at birth, the hypothesis of a normal delivery was immediately shattered. Nature had sculpted her with a biological structure incredibly rare in human history: Diprosopis syndrome, or craniofacial duplication. Lolly was born with two fully formed faces, two smiles, and two sets of eyes that blinked in unison on one tiny body. According to natural probability, the chance of this occurring is only 1 in several million, marking it as one of the most enigmatic anomalies in medical history. However, the reality in Saini transformed into a beautiful story of faith. Instead of viewing Lolly as a medical case requiring intervention or concealment, her parents and thousands of pilgrims from across the region flocked to the village. In their glowing eyes, Lolly was not a child with a defect, but a living embodiment of the goddess Durga from Hindu mythology. She was deeply loved, revered, and surrounded by the most heartfelt prayers from a devoted community. Though the heartbeat of this tiny life lasted only 2 months, Lolly's story was never defined by sorrow. Reflecting on this brief journey, her existence became a brilliant testament that sometimes human love and faith possess the immense power to embrace all differences, transforming the most unique of anomalies into a profound symbol of divinity and respect. Rewinding to when Zion was just 2 years old, a catastrophic storm in the form of sepsis unexpectedly ravaged his immune system. To preserve his life, medical experts were forced to make a heart-wrenching decision: the amputation of both his hands and the lower portions of his legs. Yet the ordeal did not end there. His internal organs also began to fail, ultimately requiring a kidney transplant from his courageous mother. Faced with such a grim clinical prognosis, conventional predictions would have envisioned a childhood shrouded in darkness and total dependency. However, contrary to these pessimistic forecasts, Zion defied every limit. Despite walking on prosthetic legs and living without his natural hands, the young boy radiated an unbreakable zest for life, his bright smile never fading. His relentless will to live became the ultimate catalyst, driving modern medicine toward its most audacious breakthroughs. The historic turning point arrived in the summer of 2015, as Zion turned 8. A team of 40 leading surgeons at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia embarked on an unprecedented mission. Embracing the risks and defying established medical norms, they performed the world's first double hand transplant on a pediatric patient. Following 11 intense hours of meticulously reconnecting blood vessels, nerves, and intricate bone tissues, Zion's body miraculously accepted his new hands. When discussing Zion's recovery, experts see more than just a medical marvel. They bow to the immense strength of will displayed by this young child. From his initial awkward movements, Zion persevered, learning to hold a fork, write his name, throw a baseball, and most joyfully, embrace his mother with his own hands. Zion Harvey's journey stands as a radiant testament, proving that when the human will to live meets the groundbreaking efforts of science, no boundary is insurmountable. And that concludes today's case file. Thank you for joining us as we analyzed and explored these complex medical pieces of evidence. Based on all the visual data presented, what is your final hypothesis? What do you think is the true boundary between biological limits and unsolved mysteries? If you find these investigative materials valuable, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any clues in the upcoming videos. Click right there to continue the decoding process with us. Goodbye for now, and see you. Welcome back, everyone! Today we're diving into some of the most mysterious and bizarre medical cases on the planet, featuring real people with incredible physical mutations that even top medical experts struggle to explain. Before we dive into uncovering these shocking truths, don't forget to hit like, share the video, leave a comment below about the case that impressed you the most, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on more fascinating content. Seal is one of the most instantly recognizable and visually distinctive artists in the global music industry. Unlike most stars, the unique features of his face were not shaped by cosmetic procedures. His appearance was defined by the prominent scars caused by discoid lupus during his teenage years. In an era obsessed with perfection, Seal chose radical authenticity instead of trying to hide. Those scars became a symbol of strength and the unmistakable individuality that sets the singer apart. By choosing not to pursue invasive cosmetic procedures, Seal allowed audiences to connect with his authentic self on a deeper level. His scars became an inseparable part of his identity, adding to the emotional depth and raw honesty reflected in his music. He avoided the trap of artificial reinvention that many artists fall into when trying to erase their past. Seal's career stands as proof that true charisma comes from individuality and inner confidence. The public has long admired those who have the courage to embrace their unique appearance and live authentically. Seal's professional legacy remains rooted in authenticity, untouched by artificial reinvention. He stands as a powerful example of natural aging and the courage to embrace one's perceived imperfections. His marriage to Heidi Klum once challenged conventional Hollywood beauty standards, reinforcing the idea that appearance is never a barrier to success. Seal did not shine in spite of his looks, but because of the confidence that allowed his true talent to speak for itself. Arpit was born with a heart that was not protected behind his ribcage like most people's, but instead beat visibly just beneath a thin layer of skin. Every heartbeat of this young boy from India stands as a remarkable testament to the extraordinary resilience of life, where even the most fragile existence can endure with strength. Rather than living in fear, Arpit chose to coexist peacefully with his exposed heart, embracing it as a one-of-a-kind gift that fate had uniquely given him. Despite doctors' concerns about the significant risks he might face, Arpit grew up energetic and playful, running, climbing, and exploring just like other children his age. He refused to let fear of injury take away the joy of discovering the world around him. Are you inspired by Arpit's abilities? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread his message of hope. Zuli was born in Colombia without both arms and legs due to a rare condition, but that never stopped her from becoming a celebrated artist and inspirational speaker. There were times when her world felt overshadowed by bullying and self-doubt, but she eventually discovered that true wings are not found in physical limbs, but in imagination and a passionate heart. She began holding a paintbrush in her mouth, creating vibrant works of art filled with life and emotion. Each brushstroke from Zuli became a declaration of freedom. She painted vibrant flowers and vast landscapes that reflected the boundless nature of her spirit. Zuli did not simply create art on canvas, she reshaped the very definition of happiness itself. She learned to care for herself, apply makeup, and manage daily life through extraordinary determination, transforming what many would see as limitations into unique highlights in the portrait of her own life. Today, Zuli stands before thousands of people, sharing a message of love and self-acceptance. She teaches that pain itself can become the raw material for beauty, and that physical limitations have never been able to stop a determined spirit. Zuli is a radiant flower, spreading her fragrance of resilience across the world, proving that even without traditional branches of arms and legs, a life can still bloom with extraordinary strength and meaning. Alputri Anugrah and Alputri Dewi Ningsi were born in Indonesia with a unique physical condition in which their bodies are joined from the lower abdomen downward, requiring them to share a single pair of legs. From their very first days, their lives became a profound lesson in adaptation and resilience in the face of life's most challenging circumstances. Despite living in a shared physical existence filled with difficulties, Anugrah and Dewi have maintained their innocence and joy, turning each passing day into a journey of discovery shaped by love, cooperation, and an unbreakable bond. Overcoming significant mobility challenges, the two sisters learned to coordinate seamlessly as a single unit, managing daily routines and attending school together. Their understanding of each other goes far beyond words, where every step and every movement is the result of deep synchronization, compromise, and mutual awareness between two lives sharing one body. Rather than feeling self-conscious about their differences, Anugrah and Dewi have chosen confidence and self-expression, showing that human resilience can transform what once seemed impossible into a vibrant way of life filled with hope and meaning. The story of Anugrah and Dewi is not only a source of pride for their family, but also a powerful inspiration for their community, highlighting the profound value of life and the depth of sibling love. Their bright eyes and radiant smiles serve as a powerful response to adversity, reminding us of the strength that optimism can bring when facing life's unexpected challenges. Are you inspired by Anugrah and Dewi's resilience and spirit? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread hope. Daisy and Violet were born in England, joined at the hip and lower back, beginning their lives with significant challenges as they had to live apart from their family from a very young age. They were taken on tours around the world as living wonders in circus shows. Under the bright lights of the stage, the two young girls learned to smile, sing, and dance, turning their unique abilities into impressive performances and becoming circus stars remembered by audiences of their time. Their journey of rediscovering themselves began when they courageously stood up and sued their guardian to gain independence. Breaking free from those chains, they stepped into the world of cinema on their own terms, experiencing brief yet precious moments of freedom. They learned to love and to dream of a private home and a peaceful life like any other women. However, their physical connection and the harsh social prejudices of that era made those dreams difficult to realize, turning their lives into a bittersweet melody, beautiful, haunting, and unforgettable. In their later years, after the spotlight faded, they chose a quiet life in a small town, working in a grocery store. Their passing in 1969 carries a poignant story. When one fell ill, the other held on for a few more days in solitude before they passed away together. Daisy and Violet lived and departed in complete togetherness, leaving behind a legacy that teaches future generations about extraordinary resilience and the deep desire for freedom of two souls who had spent their lives bound together. The journey of Joy, Joyce Magsino, and Nathan Kajina is a powerful affirmation that no matter how harsh adversity may be, it cannot extinguish the light of faith and an extraordinary will to survive. These shared footsteps and heartfelt connections have taught us a priceless lesson about self-worth, perseverance, and the limitless strength of love in overcoming even the most challenging barriers that fate can place in our path. Joy and Joyce Magsino stand as a living testament to an inseparable bond, sharing one body through the extraordinary convergence of fate. Despite being born joined at the head, facing a profound and challenging reality from the very beginning, both souls continue to radiate optimism and a deep desire to live a full and meaningful life. Their story is not merely about physical existence, but about the journey of discovering individual identity within a shared being, where every smile and every tear is experienced with absolute understanding and mutual compassion. Overcoming curious stares and everyday practical barriers, the two sisters have built their own rhythm of life, where understanding becomes a silent language that connects them deeply. Every step they take and every decision they make is the result of mutual compromise and unconditional love, transforming physical challenges into remarkable inner strength. They have learned to accept their fate with resilience, turning what might seem like hardship into an endless source of inspiration for anyone searching for meaning in life, proving that happiness is not found in perfection. Although the future still holds many medical uncertainties, their bond remains a guiding lighthouse for Joy and Joyce. They do not live only for themselves, but also to share a story of resilience in the face of nature's unpredictability. Is this a strange evolutionary step for humans? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Brendan Morocco approached his mission with the courage of a soldier, but a serious accident in Iraq left him unable to use all 4 of his limbs, making him the first soldier to survive such an ordeal. In these extremely challenging moments, his spirit did not falter. Instead, it grew stronger than ever. He refused to give up or rely on pity, choosing to face reality with calm determination and unwavering resolve, ready for the challenging journey of recovery ahead. A true miracle arrived when Brendan underwent a historic double arm transplant, opening a new chapter of hope for those who have suffered severe injuries. Every small movement of his new hands was not only a medical achievement, but also the result of thousands of hours of relentless rehabilitation, where sweat and tears were exchanged for independence. He relearned how to grasp, how to care for himself, driven by extraordinary determination. His journey proves that while the body may be broken, the power of the mind is limitless, capable of rebuilding a life from the ruins. Today, Brendan Morocco stands not only as a symbol of patriotism, but also as a lasting inspiration for human resilience and recovery. He lives an active life, engages in community efforts, and carries a constant optimistic smile that reminds us adversity is only a test of courage. His story is a powerful narrative of rebirth, where a true warrior never surrenders to fate. With his new hands, he continues to write a life filled with purpose and light, sharing a message of hope and belief in tomorrow. Nathan Kajina entered life with a unique physical condition caused by a rare syndrome that prevented his legs from fully developing. Yet he carries within him a powerful will, strong enough to challenge every social stereotype. Rather than succumbing to harsh physical limitations, Nathan chooses to face life with resilient arms and an unbreakable spirit, turning every small movement into a meaningful journey of determination and aspiration. Were you inspired by Nathan's journey and perseverance? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to spread this meaningful message. Irvina and Prafina Bangalo were born in Central Africa, joined at the head in a complex condition that immediately posed an extraordinary challenge from the very beginning of life. In their mother's loving arms, the two little girls shared every breath and every heartbeat, becoming a striking symbol of the remarkable bonds created by nature. Despite the hardships written into their fate, their deep desire to see the world independently and to live as separate individuals has never faded, fueling a courageous journey toward medical possibilities filled with difficulty, yet also illuminated by hope for a brighter future. A historic surgery in Italy marked a life-changing turning point, where brilliant minds and compassionate hearts came together to give two young lives the chance at independent living. Across hundreds of intense hours, every precise movement in the operating room was more than just medical technique. It carried hope and care for the two girls. The resilience of Irvina and Prafina during this critical moment stands as a powerful testament to human determination, showing that with enough love and support, people can overcome seemingly impossible challenges and embrace a new beginning. After being separated, the two sisters were finally able to walk their own individual paths, yet their hearts continued to beat in shared gratitude and connection. Their bright, joyful laughter became a sweet response to the extraordinary efforts made on their behalf, restoring faith in the power of human compassion. This story is not only a medical miracle, but also a powerful message about new beginnings and the possibility of a more complete life for every destiny touched by hope and care. Pan and Pin, twin sisters from Thailand, have moved the world with their inseparable bond, sharing a single pair of legs and the lower part of their body. From the moment they were born, these two young souls had to learn how to exist as one, transforming natural challenges into a shared rhythm of strength and survival. Although each carries a distinct personality and way of thinking, they consistently find harmony in every breath they take, proving that physical differences can never stop a heart that longs for love, connection, and the will to rise above circumstance. Choosing not to undergo a high-risk separation surgery, Pan and Pin decided instead to face the world together with remarkable strength and extraordinary resilience. The image of the two girls moving in perfect coordination as they navigate daily life, play, and attend school has become a powerful symbol of perseverance, where deep understanding serves as an invisible yet unbreakable bond. They not only learned to adapt to the challenges of everyday routines, but also radiated a unique, positive energy, transforming curious stares from others into profound admiration for a rare and unconditional form of sisterly love. The lives of Pan and Pin are a gentle song of family love and humanity's remarkable ability to adapt in the face of overwhelming challenges. Although the future may still hold difficulties, the constant smiles on their young faces stand as a quiet affirmation that true happiness lies in acceptance and in cherishing what one already has. Their story reminds us that with unity and love as a guiding force, it is possible to move beyond every limitation and create a life that is both radiant and uniquely one's own. Quiche Lino is a shining example of how passion can erase physical limitations, as she has taken social media by storm with her fiery hip-hop dance moves. Standing just over 1 meter tall and living with rare conditions such as scoliosis and spina bifida, the 28-year-old has never allowed adversity to hold her back. Since 2017, she has been self-choreographing viral dance videos, transforming life's challenges into a unique form of art. She refuses to let medical diagnoses define who she is, instead using her differences as a powerful catalyst to shine. Quiche Lino's appeal doesn't just come from her unique physique, but also from her confident presence and the explosive energy in every movement. She believes that the combination of a small stature and a distinctive dance style creates a unique identity. Instead of focusing on limitations, she channels her emotions through music, turning every step into a message of self-respect. Each video feels like an uplifting performance that transforms curious glances into admiration for this courageous talent. Quiche Lino embodies the spirit of a modern-day warrior, using her differences as a weapon to challenge and break down social stereotypes about people with disabilities. She proves that height or physical conditions are never barriers when one has the courage to embrace and celebrate their individuality. Her journey is a powerful anthem of freedom, inspiring others to pursue their dreams regardless of circumstances. With her radiant smile, she creates a creative space where diversity is valued, reminding us all of the importance of acceptance and inclusion. Zizifo Soldat, a 26-year-old from South Africa, has turned the rare condition of phocomelia into a symbol of pride rather than limitation. Born with an underdeveloped arm and legs, she grew up facing countless judgmental stares and societal stereotypes. Instead of withdrawing or accepting imposed boundaries, Zizifo chose to step into the world with confidence and resilience. She pursued a path in modeling and content creation, proving that beauty is not defined by perfection, but by how a person embraces and shines through their differences. As an influencer, Zizifo Soldat spreads a powerful message of self-love and body respect. She believes that inner strength and personality are what truly define a person's worth, not outward appearance. Her journey from a young woman once lacking confidence to a self-assured model in front of the camera stands as a clear testament to the power of self-healing and personal growth. Every piece of content she shares inspires millions, encouraging them to reevaluate how they see themselves and to understand that differences are not something to hide, but something to be proud of. Marius Woodward is a living testament to resilience after tragedy. At just 8 years old, he suffered burns covering more than 75% of his body in a house fire in Romania. The accident not only left him with permanent scars, but also took the lives of both his parents, forcing him into an extremely difficult fight for survival. After 9 months of intensive treatment and a period of deep coma, Marius was adopted and relocated to the United States to continue his recovery, where he began a powerful journey of rebuilding his life and reclaiming his future. At the age of 21, Marius not only embraced his physical differences, but also transformed them into a source of positive inspiration. He founded the fashion brand Team Marius to raise funds and support burn survivors while also expressing his own unique identity. With an optimistic spirit, he shares his life story to motivate others and inspire resilience within the community. Marius proves that true beauty is not defined by a perfect appearance, but by compassion, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to making a meaningful impact every single day. Beyond that, Marius has also been planning to establish a non-profit organization dedicated to supporting burn survivors. He moves forward with confidence, using his smile to dissolve the pitying stares from society. His story stands as a powerful testament to the strength of empathy and the ability to rise above adversity. Although his body carries deep physical scars, Marius's spirit remains unshaken, inspiring others with the belief that people can always rise again and spread love and compassion to the world. This journey is a powerful reminder that differences are a priceless gift, where every imperfection can become a symbol of pride. The individuals we have encountered have proven that when we dare to love ourselves, the world naturally begins to open up and honor those unique qualities. Hopefully, these stories have given you the strength to shine with confidence in your own way, transforming every barrier into motivation to reach for a brighter, more meaningful, and fulfilling life. Justin Stewart has a distinctive nose feature that could have once made him feel self-conscious, but instead, he transformed it into an unmistakable personal signature. In a world often filled with heavily edited and perfect appearances, Justin's natural and authentic look stands out as something uniquely striking and masculine. He faces every glance with remarkable calmness, turning what some might have labeled a flaw into a symbol of confidence and a truly individual sense of style. Justin's interactions with the public consistently reflect optimism and positive energy, encouraging people to focus on his talent and charisma rather than any perceived physical imperfections. He has proven that when a person is confident in their own worth, the world begins to perceive them in a completely different light. Justin has not only transformed his own life, but also influenced how others define perfection, opening up more compassionate, inclusive, and broad-minded perspectives. Mahogany Jeter was born with unusually large legs due to lymphedema, but she refused to let this condition define or limit her potential. Instead of hiding her differences beneath layers of fabric, she chose to embrace them, confidently wearing elegant outfits and appearing before the public with the poise of a goddess. Mahogany has turned her body into a statement of strength and resilience, affirming that beauty exists in all forms, shapes, and sizes, and that true confidence comes from self-acceptance and inner power. Mahogany's journey as an inspirational model has been a long path of overcoming both physical challenges and deep-rooted social stigma. She uses her presence to speak up for people with physical differences, helping them find their voice and confidence in a world that can often be unforgiving. Every step she takes is a powerful affirmation of the right of every individual to live, to love, and to be respected, regardless of appearance. Mahogany Jeter is not only a prominent social media figure, but also a living symbol of resilience and self-compassion. She has proven that physical burdens cannot hold back a soul that is determined to rise, reach higher, and pursue greatness in the world of art and expression. Mahogany's story is an endless source of inspiration, reminding us to always hold our heads high and take pride in what makes us who we are, no matter how different those qualities may be. Inga is living proof that determination can fill any physical void, even when fate took away her arms from birth. Instead of surrendering to adversity, she transformed her feet into miraculous hands, performing everything from daily tasks to the most delicate artistic activities. The grace and dexterity in each of Inga's movements are not merely skills, but the result of a persistent journey of practice driven by a heart longing for freedom. Whenever Inga holds a paintbrush or performs a delicate task with her feet, she is composing a love song about the remarkable adaptability of humans in the face of a harsh fate. She does not see herself as lacking, but as an individual with a unique way of interacting with the world around her. The radiant look in her eyes and the ever-present smile on Inga's lips dispel all pity, replacing it with deep admiration for a spirit that never knows how to give up. Inga's story sends a powerful message that the body is only a vessel, while willpower is the true driver of life's journey. She has broken every barrier of disability prejudice to live a full, vibrant, and colorful life, just like the paintings she creates. Inga is a flower rising from the rocks, reminding us that no difficulty is insurmountable if we have enough belief in ourselves. Jana Ross brings a fresh breeze to the definition of modern aesthetics with her unusual appearance and captivating demeanor, challenging every boundary of perception. She does not follow the conventional path of traditional beauty standards, but instead creates her own value system, where differences are celebrated as invaluable gifts. For Jana, every feature on her face or body is part of her life story, which she presents to the world with complete pride and confidence. Her journey is a quiet, yet resolute struggle to affirm that every individual has the right to shine in their own way without needing anyone's permission. Jana has turned whispers into applause through her professionalism and distinctive presence in every artistic frame. She inspires those still struggling to find their identity, helping them realize that uniqueness is the key to genuine happiness. Jana Ross embodies a new generation that dares to think, dare to act, and dare to be different, where diversity is seen as the core strength of society. She is not only a model or a media figure, but a symbol of courage in defending individuality against waves of criticism. Her story continues to spread, planting seeds of hope for a future where every kind of beauty, no matter how unusual, is valued and loved. In the world of video games, Tucker Griggs is not just a player, but an icon of overcoming limitations. He transforms differences in appearance and circumstances into a unique strength, much like a character in a role-playing game with exceptional adaptability. Instead of shrinking from societal expectations, Tucker chooses to face them with confidence and resilience. He proves that everyone can thrive if they know how to turn disadvantages into powerful and enduring motivation. Quentin, a boy from Alberta, Canada, was born with the extremely rare Behr-Stevenson syndrome, a condition affecting the development of the skull and skin. From the very beginning of his life, he faced a series of severe medical challenges that few could imagine. However, instead of being overwhelmed by physical pain, Quentin displayed an incredible resilience. His image is not only a battle for survival, but also a testament to the powerful force of life. Quentin's family has been a strong support system, helping him overcome numerous complex surgeries aimed at reducing pressure on his brain and improving his vital functions. His parents share that their son's journey isn't about seeking pity, but about raising awareness about this rare disease. Through everyday moments, Quentin emerges as a loving child who enjoys laughter and simple pleasures. It is the family's optimism that has transformed medical pressure into a journey of spreading love to the community. Quentin's story has touched the hearts of millions, offering a profound lesson in acceptance and compassion. He proves that every life has its own value and deserves respect, regardless of its differences. The life of this young Alberta boy is not confined to his medical records, but has become a symbol of hope. His journey reminds the community of the importance of understanding, sharing, and humanity in a challenging world. Beth has Pfeiffer syndrome, a condition that affects the development of the skull and facial bones, but that has never stopped her from expressing her radiant personality. This young woman has a free-spirited soul and an admirable optimism, turning difficulties in communication into motivation to connect more deeply with others. Beth appears in public with rare confidence, inspiring anyone who feels insecure about their own imperfections. Beth's journey is proof of how family and community support can help an individual overcome feelings of stigma and insecurity. She does not hesitate to share about her surgeries or periods of treatment, but she always ends with a message of acceptance and self-respect. Beth believes that every scar and every distinctive feature on her face is part of a proud life story, making her unique and irreplaceable. Her presence on social media has created a wave of positivity, redefining modern beauty through inner confidence. She is a guide for those seeking the courage to live authentically in a world full of stereotypes. It's truly amazing to witness people carrying medical mysteries that go far beyond our scientific understanding. Which story impressed you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel to continue joining us on more fascinating journeys ahead. Thank you for watching until the end, and see you next time!